Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is an intraday analysis. If you find this helpful, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and drop your questions and comments below. I will be glad to answer it. So starting with Bitcoin for today, as we said, it might be, of course, a little bit tricky today. However, as expected as well, we might see a wave towards the upside where we might look here as A, B, and a C. However, because as we said on the 15-minute chart where we are looking for 3 waves up and 3 waves down, and we might see a wave C towards the upside. So we have so far here kind of double 1-2s where possibly we are now in a 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Now the question is if we are in a different scenario as bullish scenario, because this can be still as playing as diagonal, right? Don't forget our diagonal that it might be a 1, a 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, it's still very, very early to call a diagonal unless we reach the perfect fib for a wave 3 in a diagonal. Then I can call, of course, a diagonal, because before this, it is, of course, very risky since we have only 3 waves here and we don't see any 5 waves. Now, of course, you're gonna tell me, what if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? I would say very low possibility, because of course your wave 3 here is shorter even than your wave 1, and basically now we have a very long wave 5, which is not possible anymore, of course. Therefore, the only bullish scenario that it can be after 3 big waves, all right, is a diagonal, all right, is a diagonal. But we cannot really now call a diagonal because, of course, of the risk of a reversal here, where we might have finished a regular flat and then move towards the downside. However, if we got another form of a zigzag hitting exactly this fib level and it has finished as a zigzag, then the possibility gets higher for a contracting diagonal, guys. Okay, so what we would like to see, of course, is a zigzag, which is, it looks like it is on the way, in case we have finished this impulse here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibly, and we are looking here for an ABC possibly as well, and then moving towards our wave 3, right? After this, you want to seek for another zigzag, of course, for a wave 4 here, and then move up, of course, continuously with a wave 5. However, this, of course, might bring us again to the same zone, right? Because we cannot really go very high with a diagonal. You know, it's not an impulse, right? However, it can bring us a little bit back to the zone, but it gives us kind of like a second 1, 2 here, and then move up impulsively with a wave 3 towards the upside. So this is the bullish scenario, which is still a little bit early to call, as I said, until we really confirm that we are going in a zigzag to hit those fib levels. Now, as you can see as well for your wave 2 in a diagonal, we did not reach the 0.38 fib level as well for a wave 2 in diagonal, which is not likely, to be honest. Normally in a diagonal, the wave you go very deeper, right, and then move up and up. This is a very shallow for a diagonal wave 2. However, it still can be, all right, it still can be. The bearish scenario, of course, that we finish a zigzag, another zigzag here, and we finish just a wave C towards the upside, maybe one more leg, of course. That is very possible to get one more leg to finish this impulse, and then continuation towards the downside. Therefore, the scenarios now are conflict. Of course, there is some conflict, of course, between bullish and bearish. However, a high possibility still for bearish, short term, of course, we're talking here, because, as I said, here, if we want to finish a zigzag, of course, with this one more leg, we still need ABC and then of course move a zigzag towards the upside. However, if this happens, we cannot really get, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, it cannot really, the structure doesn't help, guys. It doesn't help so much, to be honest, because your wave 3 should get this to this level first. If we get this level, okay, then it might help the structure like this, okay, then we move this towards the upside, okay, then everything would be fine for a diagonal, but we're still looking for a wave 2. Don't forget that this zone still very strong resistance, right? We didn't forget this from our last time. However, it might test it again, but if it's gonna test it with a diagonal of a wave 5, you know, it's not gonna be really strong impulsive wave, right? It's the last wave of your diagonal, and normally it is always the smallest, right? Because it's a contracting diagonal. Therefore, yeah, I doubt that we can anyway break this high so far. So this is a very far possibility now, because we don't have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like impulsive wave. Yeah, so this is our only chance now, is to get a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, and then move impulsively again to break this resistance in the top possibly. So we're gonna watch and see what's gonna happen, guys. So far I would call that this is almost a finished wave C here, and also a finished wave B. And a bigger wave B, it means like we have an A, B, C here, or for your wave A, and then you have 3 waves up for your wave B, and after this, after 3 waves down, 3 waves up, of course 5 waves towards the downside. And that means, of course, in a bigger picture, you are still in a very bigger corrective wave, which is A, B, and a C, and we might, of course, reach those fib levels here for a wave 2 in 11112s. So this option is still very open. Don't forget that we are still bullish in a bigger picture, right? We are still bullish. We have a possible 1-2 and even possible 1-2 with a deeper wave 2. Therefore, the bullish scenario for long term still very, very existing, very strong as well. And we cannot say that we are bearish. We are very short-term bearish, guys. Okay, very, very short-term bearish. What we would like to see is a finished wave here to, of course, predict this later. I'm gonna, of course, update you with a price update, and as well on X, I will post some updates in case I was very busy, of course. Sorry for these days. I am a little bit busy actually with some projects, so I will have to update also on X. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.